Okay, so I just had like an epiphany about the whole transgender ideology and why I am having a hard time making the two make sense to me. Like the two concepts of sex and gender. So when I grew up, I was taught that sex and gender are interchangeable. Sex and gender are exactly the same. They're synonyms and they do go hand in hand. Whatever your sex is, your gender is. So earlier today, I was looking up what is a woman. When you look up what is a woman, the very first definition is an adult female human. So now let's go to female and see what it says for female. So then when you go to female, it says of or denoting the sex, not the gender, the sex that produces ova or bears young. So that's going by your anatomy. So your female, your sex goes by your anatomy, then whether or not you're a woman or not goes by your anatomy, correct or incorrect based on this definition. Now what really confused me is I was watching a debate earlier today with a transgender who was trying to explain the transgender ideology. And the person who was debating them was saying that they were a man because of their organs and because they did not have the reproductive organs. And then the following argument that pursued, which is a very common argument that I often hear in debates, is the argument that not all women can reproduce. There are some women who are infertile and have fertility issues. And they didn't want to be defined, and they didn't want the woman to be defined as somebody who has to bear children, because a woman can be all these different things. Now, when you look up sex and gender, this is what it has to say the differences are in this website. Sex is generally determined at birth according to the baby's chromosomes, gonads, and anatomy. So again, sex is based on your anatomy. And gender is a multifaceted social system. Gender is largely based on society and culture. So this is basically what you think a woman is based on what society has taught you, i.e., a woman wears a dress, i.e., a woman has long hair, i.e., a woman has to stay at home and take care of the kids, i.e., you have now stuck women in a box and told women what they have to be. Somebody that sits at home all day long, taking care of kids, wearing a dress, having long hair, etc., etc. You have defined woman to a T and told women that they have to be the one that does A, B, and C. It is literally against the everything that I stand for of thinking that women can be anything they want to be. A woman can play with trucks. A woman can wear pants. A woman can have short hair. That does not define a woman, and we should not be defining women to a T. To a T. Like transgender. I am a woman, and you cannot define me. You cannot define me by saying that I'm going to stay at home, because I don't stay at home. I get up and I work every day and always have. You're not going to define me by saying that I have to have long hair. I have short hair with dreads in it. You are not going to define me by telling me that I have to wear a dress. I don't even like wearing dresses half of the time. I love wearing pants. And these things do not define my sex or gender or anything. So I guess overall being said, in conclusion, the thing that really confuses me is they don't want to be defined by their ability to have children, but they want to be defined by having to wear a dress or makeup or long hair or stay at home and take care of the kids. It doesn't make any sense to me. I can't make either you do or you don't. Either define yourself or don't define yourself. But if you're going to define yourself, then you can't just say a woman is somebody who, has long hair and this, that, and the other. You have to include the organs with that and the ability to, even if they can't reproduce, even if you have an infertile woman, she was born with all of the organs and anatomy that were intentioned for her to be able to reproduce. Even if those are not working, the original intent behind that was reproduction. And I think there was another thing where the guy was they were arguing about how, this is not the main function of women. That's not the main job of woman. But our main function as human beings is reproduction. That's our main job as any species on Earth. The science, if everyone who's so much into science, scientific studies show that their only goal and their main goal in life is to reproduce, to further the species. So Yes, that is essentially a woman's job. And that is the only job that a woman really has by nature standards, because nature doesn't dictate that we have to have long hair or wear a dress or stay at home. It does dictate what our organs are and what those organs were designed for.